Old dog boxing, motherfucker.
A post on the Ring Magazine website from His Excellency Turki Alalsheikh reads, and I quote, "I am no longer interested in Bivol Benavidez, and I will not bid on it. I think Bivol knows who has delivered for him and who hasn't. My advice to Bivol, don't be late because every day something changes. Turki Alalsheikh on Dmitry Bivol's future." End quote. So Turki Alalsheikh is no longer interested in Bivol versus Benavidez? Wow, this is bad news, huh? No, I'm not even joking. This is really bad news, man, because I was really looking forward to that fight, bro. Like, I can't even think of a fight that I'm more interested in watching at the light heavyweight division than that one. I don't even want to watch the trilogy between Benavidez versus Bivol as much as I would like to see Benavidez finally step up in competition and take on a hard challenge like Dmitry Bivol. But hey, it is what it is, man, and it was what it was. And you can't help but wonder and think, why? Why Turkey? Why? Benavidez was so close to finally getting his opportunity to become undisputed. So why change your mind now? What can it be? Why the sudden change of heart from Big Turk? Is it because he'd rather give the opportunity to become undisputed to someone else, maybe like Canelo Alvarez or maybe like Artur Beterbiev? Or maybe it's somebody in David Benavidez' side of things that says something that he didn't like that used car salesman Scamson Lukowicz. Y'all already know how many lobs David has on his team over there. So it could have been many things. But for me, as much as a fucking greedy weasel that Scamson Lukowicz is, and how much of a fucking liar Jose Benavidez Sr. is, I don't think it's those two guys' faults. Nah, not this time. And I don't think that Turkey is trying to reserve the undisputed shot for none of his boys, whether it be Canelo or Beterbiev. The reason why I think that Turkey has decided not to bid on the fight with Benavidez versus Bivol is a whole nother reason. And if you want my opinion, and I'm assuming that you do because you're here, well, I'm going to give it to you. And of course, this is just speculation. But the reason why Turki Alalsheikh is saying no to bidding on Bivol versus Benavidez is because of Mauricio Sulaiman and the WBC. And if you're wondering what I mean, well, I'm going to explain it to you. Turki Alalsheikh has peeped the play that Mauricio Sulaiman and the WBC are attempting to run on Dmitry Bivol. And Turki Alalsheikh is saying, nope, we're not going for that. How the fuck are you going to allow David Benavidez to be Canelo's mandatory at the super middleweight division, and not one time did you ever make Canelo fight David Benavidez? David Benavidez was Canelo's mando for what, 2-3 years? And not once did Mauricio Sulaiman ever make Canelo fight David. Never stripped him, never enforced a mandatory, never nothing. But now Mauricio Sulaiman wants to enforce the mandatory on Dmitry Bivol and make him fight David Benavidez when Bivol has barely got the belt for what, 2 weeks? How is Mauricio Sulaiman going to allow Canelo to hold on to the belt for 2-3 years and never once make Canelo face his mandatory David Benavidez? But now he wants to make Bivol fight David when Bivol barely got the fucking belt? Get the fuck out of here. So I'm glad that Turki Alalsheikh said nope. Fuck you, Mauricio Sulaiman, and that green belt of yours. You know what, matter of fact, Mauricio, you know what you can do with that green belt of yours? You could take that belt and you could shove it up your ass, you fat fuck. This is good for the sport of boxing, y'all. Mauricio Sulaiman and the WBC have been scamming and corrupting the sport of boxing for the past 10 years now. Just making up the rules as they go along And you know what's crazy is that nobody ever calls this fat fuck out on his hypocrisy. Everybody wants to get mad at Turki Alalsheikh when the most corrupted and the biggest piece of shit in the sport of boxing is Mauricio Sulaiman, and he's been pulling this bullshit off for the past 10 years. I already gave you an example of the corrupt bullshit that he pulls and the favoritism. But I'm going to give you another one just to show you guys how much of a fat fucking greedy pig this cocksucker Mauricio Sulaiman really is. Alright. Mario Barrios is a WBC world champion at the welterweight division. He's been the WBC world champion for what seems to be months now. You know how many times the WBC has mandated Mario Barrios to fight one of his mandatories? Not once. They don't go over there bothering Mario Barrios for nothing. You see what I'm saying? They let Jermall Charlo hold on to the WBC belt for 2 years when he was completely inactive. He wasn't working in the gym. He was wasting his talent outside of the ring, drinking alcohol, involved heavy in alcoholism, getting DUIs, catching domestic violence cases, beating up his old lady. Just a complete dirtbag. But the WBC allowed and let Jermall Charlo hold on to that belt for 2 years. Now Mauricio Sulaiman wants to make Bivol fight his mandatory when he just got the belt. He hasn't even had it for a month. Turki Alalsheikh, he peeped the play. He seen this fat, greedy bastard, and he peeped what he was trying to do and said, nope, we're not going for that. We're not going to play your little stupid ass games, Mauricio. Faggot ass Sulaiman. You know what I'm saying? Turki Alalsheikh peeped the whole boxing landscape out. He was sitting back, he was observing, and he realized, alright, the promoters are the ones that develop and groom the fighters along with the trainers and coaches, right? Of course. Turki Alalsheikh, he's thinking to himself, okay, I'm the one that I put up the money, right? I'm the financial backer. I'm the one that puts up the money for these events. And then he looked over and peeped this fat fuck Mauricio Sulaiman, and he wondered to himself, alright, what the fuck is this fat fucker contributing to any of this? He realized that Mauricio Sulaiman don't contribute shit. All he does is take from the sport and the fighters with all of his little stupid ass sanctioning fees. So I'm glad that finally someone stood the ground, told Mauricio Sulaiman, you could take that green belt of yours and you could shove it up your ass. It's about time, man. Seriously, Mauricio, I wish this motherfucker would go and sit down somewhere. You're not a fucking promoter. Quit trying to be a promoter. Your job is simply to make the rankings continue to move accordingly. But he couldn't even do that right, obviously. I remember when Jake Paul entered the business boxing and he got MVP promotions going, moving. And out of nowhere, here comes Mauricio Sulaiman snooping around and meddling in shit that don't concern his bitch ass. Can't stand Mauricio Sulaiman, fam. I really don't like this fat, greasy bastard. He's the reason why I would like to see the old sanctioning bodies disappear and just have one belt, one champion. But it is what it is, and it was what it was, man. I'm gonna end the video right here because I could ramble on about how much I hate Mauricio Sulaiman, but let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, man. And you already know, it's been your boy Old Dog Boxing. But yeah, man, let's chop it up, man. Let's talk some boxing, man. And you already know, once again, this has been your boy Old Dog Boxing, and I'm out. There's